Painted Batute here. Welcome to the channel. Here's another little video for you on a Jaeger task, which is called Broadcast Part 3. It does need to be completed on streets. So let's bring up the streets map and I can show you the details. As always with this map available on the Tarkov wiki, and searching streets and then looking for the 3D map, you have this little table here, which I find very helpful. It tells you the different tasks. So there's broadcast part 3. There's the symbol that we need. It will also tell you what key you need to complete. All right. So if we look for that symbol, we'll see that it's right here. So you can notice the area. This is the food store you had to go into at one point to market, or just run into it, sorry. Here are the collapsed streetcars down into underground, and this is where the sewer exit is. You can see up here is the Pinewood Hotel. So I spawned in down here. You can see the green arrow means this is where PMC spawned, and that's where I spawned in this relative area. I basically come underneath the cinema, watching out for the sniper on top. Go over here, up this street to, it looks like a hotel lobby that you go into. You just walk into the room. Part 3 is completed. Then it's important to be able to extract, so then I journey up here and head this way, and that's when I stop the video. But basically I'll go up here and I had to exit that underpass. But once you've been into this building, you just have to find whatever your exit is. If you're really lucky, you might get this one and be able to just immediately go. But it's not a difficult task. All you have to do is survive. So let's go. We'll have a look here at my actual footage. Basically I did it at night, so I did crank up the colors and such so you can see my night play a little bit better, because I was not wearing NVTs. That way, unfortunately, it is a little bit washed out, but it's good enough that you can see what I was doing, so we should be okay. So of course on my right is the cinema, and there is a striker that has to be marked as part of your an earlier task. I'm just pausing here to figure out what I want to do. So I have edited this video because there's a few times I pause thinking things through. I tend to play at a slow pace, so there can be pauses where I sit and muddle things over. But there's a cinema. There can be a scav up on top. Not a scav, sorry, a sniper. Scav sniper is what I meant to say. Up top that you have to avoid. But I will be moving across here, and I do hear some footsteps, so I decide I will take out the PMC or the scav that's causing the footprints, thinking it's probably just going to be a scav since they're coming from above. And he'll helpfully walk into the frame here in a minute so I can shoot him. And here he comes. Thank you for bringing me your equipment. And he's down. So I'll just I just jump ahead a bit here because I did spend some time looting him and repacking mags. And now I need to get out of here. Unfortunately, I'm still poking around looking for stuff. But that'll be over in a second, and we'll continue on with the journey to complete the task. You can see that long street leading up to the collapsed area where the streetcars are, and our task right ahead. Just again being a little cautious in case there's players about. But I'm just going to cross the road and start running up the street. As I said, this is a night raid. I tend to a lot of times try to do night raids because it does cut down the visibility of the snipers, and also some guys will sit in buildings and stuff and snipe. Players will snipe people going by or scavs or whatever, so it makes it a little tougher for them to spot you at night. Anyways, this is a long road that I pushed or pointed out in the map. So I'm just cautiously going up the street. There are a couple of doorways like this one that lead into a building that potentially there's an underpass that could have people coming out of it, but in this case there isn't, so I'm just wandering along here looking for the entrance to this building on the left, because that is where the broadcast is. And eventually I'll come up to a doorway and you can actually see the camera right in it. And there we are. Simply open the door, walk in, and completed. Sub task completed, which means I got to get out to survive and complete it. So I'm not going to bother looking around. There's the collapsed streetcars. To the right is the sewer extract, but I can't use it. It's not in my list, so I'm going to take off. But basically going to end the video here because it's just a matter of reaching the extract. I do get a little bit of shots from somebody, but anyways, I was able to pause in the food store and I got out okay. All right, so that's the end of the video. That was broadcast part 3. If you like the video, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, or you could subscribe to the channel for some other content that I create. There's lots of videos on the channel that might be of some help to you. Thanks.